This is day 2 of Slouching towards Bedlam. We're almost 3 hours in, I think. Something like that. Let me, before I forget, we should, let me put on the cart timer. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, we're a doctor in an insane asylum, and our predecessor killed himself, perhaps. We're trying to discover this mystery. The place is falling apart. There was a former patient who also died there, but then said that he was getting controlled by some weird things, and I don't know. Weird things are afoot. So I think we left off, we were going to the Smithfield Market to... What were we doing? Oh, I think we're picking up some additional equipment for both our megaphone or whatever that... Magnetophone? Yeah, the magnetophone amplifier, and we want to get a triage expansion module. Both the same sort of store. We'll try to do that. It was not Leonard. Oh yeah, from Shutter Island. I should rewatch Shutter Island. I should rewatch that. All right, so, and we also have to go back to our flat because I forgot to go west of the flat. But anyway, we're at Smithfield Market now. While this is merely the outskirts of the market, its presence still threatens to overwhelm the senses. The smell of an abattoir, the din of 1,000 voices shouting, the sight of masses of humanity talking, shopping, selling. The only quiet in the din lies southward towards Fleet Street. Oh, by the way, and I forgot to, I should update the stream title. There we go. Okay. All right, and we saved there. I don't think there's anything to really look at, is it? We just have smells and sounds. Yeah, I guess. All right, go south. Oh, I have to exit the hansom cab, sorry. Hansom cab. Oh, right, okay. Go south. 1428 Fleet Street. Okay, Fleet? Oh, why do I have flat here? It must have been a typo on my part. Oh, is it really Bombers? That's fair. See, I've only been to Heathrow, but I've never been to London itself. So obviously, while I've heard of things like Piccadilly Circus and stuff like that, I'm not familiar with like the city geography. So is Fleet Street like Broadway to New York is? Like just a very famous? I don't even know. Oh, were you just there 2 weeks ago? Oh, nice, Bombers. How was the trip? Set off to one side of the market, this area is reserved for a myriad varieties of specialist shops, I should say. Uniform clothiers, engine programmers, fortune tellers. The largest set on the south side of the street is decorated with a gaudy sign which reads, Dumans, Mechanist of repute since 1803. Along the same building to the southeast lies a small door which reads simply 1428. But isn't that the address? Okay. Yeah, how far are you away, Tina? I think maybe I asked you this, but it probably was a couple of years by now. Years ago. You said like you were around an hour away, I want to say, from outside of London. Last of the Summer Wine. Oh, I'm not even familiar with that movie or TV show. All right, so 1428 Southeast and the gaudy sign. Can we... Oh, only 45 minutes. Nice. Okay, so it doesn't recognize that. A large wooden sign decorated with a colorful illustration of a complicated engine embellished with actual gears and cogs hangs above the shop's door. Ornately painted in gold letters are the words, Dumans, Mechanics of Repute since 1803. The sign sways gently in the wind. Oh, it is a TV show that's active now. Oh, wow, I've never heard of MPT. Oh, we must... Oh, probably don't have that channel in the US, I guess. Alright, can we go south? Dumans, yes. The shop is dark and crowded with haphazardly stacked yet neatly organized piles of machinery. To the south, there is a worn wooden counter, cracked with age, and covered with innumerable nicks, scratches, and dark burn marks. Behind the counter are rows and rows of drawers labeled in some arcane script. The faint scent of gas clings to the walls. The shop's show window and door look out on Fleet Street to the north. A second door lies behind the counter to the east. A woman leans over the counter working on something with intense concentration. Triage trundles patiently along beside. It comes easier this time, the coldness frightening in its familiarity. Yes, more. Yes, plant quest. Further, grow. Yes. It is faster too. Somehow more efficient? Sound, noise, voice, calling, greeting, grasping. A trickle becoming a break, becoming a rush. Expansion, augmentation, increase, maturity. It finishes its unfolding, collapsing backwards, inwards. Complexity, investigation, more, yes, more. The woman looks up suddenly, her eyes huge ovals, magnified 5 times their normal size by monocles squinted tightly in each eye. She opens them wide, releases the monocles, and drops them into an already bulging shirt pocket. She straightens, wiping her hands on a dirty rag. On a dirty rag. Her greasy shirt sleeves are rolled up to the elbows, and ill-fitting, thick trousers pool and disappear into the tops of her workman's boots. She smiles thinly.
So sorry, sir. I didn't catch what you said. Sometimes when I'm concentrating that hard, everything outside my head sounds like gibberish.
Okay. Let's point at the woman. Okay, living human female. Communication is possible, speech or written word. Idea known, further analysis possible, examination. Dumans' throat tightens slightly. How clever, she whispers. Dumans sighs. Okay, so that's actually her name. So she's the, what's the word I'm looking for? The merchant. The British Museum. Oh. You had one full day and it still wasn't enough, huh? Tall and thin, there were figures difficult to make out in men's clothes that are ill-suited for her frame. Her curly auburn hair is tied back in a simple ponytail at the nape of her neck. Her fierce green eyes are bright and aware, though they crinkle their corners. She wears a small pin on her lapel. Dumans stares at the window for a long moment. A circular pin depicting a tree with 10 branches. Each branch and the leaves which hang from them are made up not of lines, but of series of ones and zeros. She notices your interest in the pin, and her fingers fondle it protectively. For just a moment, her eyes reflect something. Fear? Anger? And her face reddens deeply. Then her countenance dissolves into a charming embarrassment, complete with a slight blush.
My nephew gave it to me. Found it on the street, most likely. I put it on to please him, and forgot he was even here. How silly of me.
She deftly removes the pin and asks it in her pocket.
Now what can I assist you with?
So we might want that pin. Ask Dumand for a pin. No such thing can be seen now. Oh, so the pin can't be seen, okay. Alright, ask woman about amplifier. Because we have the order number.
Trouble with your magnetophone, sir? That happens often enough within the city limits.
Dumond opens a drawer and pulls out a tool. I can't look at the tool. Tell woman about order.
Yes, well, I'm sure it's terribly important to you, sir, but this is a business, not a tavern. Shop here and gossip elsewhere if you please.
Just telling her? No, my order. Alright, can we, woman, give me amplifier. Or amplifier to me, probably.
Good day, sir.
Oh, so you didn't like that? Damn it, how do I... woman, get amplifier. Dumont stares in disbelief, her hand gripping the tool in her hand like a weapon.
I recommend you rethink your phrasing.
Do we have the order sheet? Let's see. Trade card. No, it's the triage 3. Oh, here, bill of sale, yes. Okay, show card to woman. Dumond takes the card and fumbles in her pocket for her monocle. Eyepiece in place, she scrutinizes it. Her face relaxes into an open smile.
Sorry, I didn't recognize you, sir. I do a good trade here, lots of folks in and out, and I have no memory for faces. Just a moment.
She fiddles under the counter, her movement bringing about the clang and bang of metal on metal.
Here it is, sir. Should fix your reception problem straight away.
She places a small module on the counter, then sets back to work. Iman places the piece on the counter and looks at it angrily for a moment. With a frown, she reclaims it and continues her work. Dude, what the fuck? Why'd you take it back? Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, when she says the piece, is she talking about her monocle? Alright, apparently I think we got it. Okay, yes, we did get the etheric amplifier, okay. It must have been referring to something else then, I guess. We did that, that's good. Now, the other thing we wanted to pick up here was an expansion. Let's do a save. Okay, ask woman about triage expansion.
Why would I know anything about that?
Gives triage a professional glance.
A Mark III, a nice model.
Point at amplifier. Okay, he doesn't know about that. Interesting. So what the hell with the... I think we have to read our manual to find out what this is. Optional expanded input mode, I think, is what we wanted. Requires the optional data input system. Why do I have expansion? Okay, so data input system, I guess. A woman leans over the counter working on something with intense concentration. Okay. Ask woman about input data system.
It's fairly intuitive, really. Turn it on and then point at whatever object you have a question about. It has a fairly comprehensive amount of data on common items, and of course the user can enter personal data.
She lowers her voice to a loud whisper.
Between you and me, sir, I find its ability to analyze data a bit sketchy. After all, it's not omniscient, is it? It only knows what it's told.
Oh, damn, that's a close call there, Rex. Jeez. Glad you got to it in time. Wow. So how do we tell? I thought we wanted to buy the system, though. Maybe I have to show her the manual? She's unimpressed. Doesn't seem interested. All right. Can I buy? Buy input data system. It said. It's an expanded, right? Expanded input mode requires the optional data input system, which is not sold with the basic triage. Contact your local mechanics to special order yours. I'm trying to do that. Do you have to put optional data input? He pulls out another tool? Really? Okay. Damn it. This may not just be anything. It's weird that they would have us come here and then she doesn't claim to know anything about it. Or I guess she did say, can we enter input data into triage? Maybe we have it already? Not a recognized verb. Enter data? Apparently it's not. Oh. Alright, let's ask woman about shop. She doesn't know anything about her shop. Bedlam.
Sad place, sir, sad. As I understand it, the renovation was supposed to be a good thing. But what came of it, I ask you? All that money. They dumped the mad there like they dumped the dead here 3 centuries ago. You think anyone with money goes to Bedlam? She laughs. They've got sanatoriums out in the country for folks like that.
Alright, does she know about Cleve? She gives a short barking laugh.
You know about him, do you? Clever boy, that one. Too clever by half. Always knew he'd come to a bad end. What a pompous little thing he was. Came to this cesspool with nothing to his name but a handful of books and an overabundance of education. Not a dime in his pocket or a useful skill. I must have had a feminine moment of weakness.
What, she banged Cleve? She smiles wryly.
I felt badly for him. Took him in like a lost dog.
Dumont sniffs. Oh, so probably whatever room is here could give us clues about Cleve, perhaps.
Made him my assistant, even let him the room upstairs. Thought I could teach him something, but he thought he already knew it all. Didn't want to learn. Then he went and destroyed.
She stops, frowns.
Well, he made a mess of the shop and the apartment while I was away on holiday. My fault for trusting, I suppose.
Oh, interesting.
That's all I'll say, other than I'm not sure in the end which of us was the bigger fool.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't think we would get much in the way of stuff from her, but okay. She's not qualified to... Okay. Machinery. Ask woman about triage.
You need an additional piece for data entry. Ivory, I think it is. Just a moment.
Okay, that... So you can't ask her about the thing. If you just ask her about triage, then you get what you need? He searches behind the counter, then opens a few of the drawers.
Sorry, sir,
She says, returning.
we seem to be out of stock. Come back in a few weeks. I'll be able to fix you right up then.
Wow, so we're not going to be able to get the data input module? Damn it. The data entry? Crap, Ivory?
Can't be of any help to you, sir. At least not until the shipments come in.
Yeah, is it... really? It is Ivory? No, I guess she doesn't recognize Ivory. Interesting. Does she know about Bartholomew?
What about him? He paid for his crime. I would have attended myself to see the fruition of many months' work. However, business over pleasure. Who would mind the shop?
Oh, to see him hanged or something?
Criminals must pay, mustn't they?
Oh, they must. They must. Alright, does she know about the Panopticon? No. How about Brand? No. Me? McNaughton, he was the other prisoner. Or patient, whatever. She can't help us with that. No, okay. Archives. Probably not. New. Okay. There's a counter here, right? A tall counter that runs almost the length of the shop. We have machinery. Can we approach the counter? Because it says it's to the south. There are drawers. Yes.
Bits and bobs, sir. It's my filing system, as it were.
Okay. Narrow drawers like those seen in an apothecary shop line the wall behind the counter from floor to ceiling. On closer inspection, the drawers are labeled in English with phrases like gauge 3 and 2 centimeters, but the handwriting is so wild that it is unrecognizable from a distance. I wonder if we're going to be able to approach it. No exit lies in that direction. Okay, so we cannot approach the drawers.
Sorry, sir. The counter area is for staff only, and by that I mean me. Can I help you find something?
Yes, you can. Alright, so we may or may not have to get the ivory piece ourselves. Be here. Alright, can we go in this door? To the east? Okay, plain nondescript door leading east. Alright, go east.
That leads to my storerooms, or to the flat, neither of which I believe should be of any interest to you.
Oh, it's of interest. It is of interest. Hey, Jippo. Alright, so if we can't go this way, can we go from here, southeast? Okay, we go to a side corridor. So again, this may not be the same room, but we'll see. This narrow, dusty corridor runs parallel to the shop beside it, and contains nothing more than a rickety staircase leading up and down and a small door leading west. Okay. Interesting. And there's a staircase going up. Okay. Hey, Core. Yes, which robot game indeed? Alright, let's look at the stairs. No such thing can be seen. Alright, well, let's try going west, I guess, first. The side door is in the way. Well, open the door. Open the side door. It seems to be locked. Okay. We do have that iron key. I don't know if it's the same thing. Unlock door with iron key. Doesn't seem to fit the lock. Okay. Alright, so let's make a couple to-dos. We need to get access to Dumon's storeroom / flat. Find or unlock side door. Yeah. What's the other one? Insert rod or unlock door with rod? No. What about the small key to our flat? Yeah, it does not work. All right, can we go up the staircase? Yes, we can. Cunningly extending and contracting its wheels, Triage easily follows up the stairs. Top of stairs. The stairs end here at a rickety door labeled 1428 Attic Loft, leading eastward. Okay. Let me just move all this. Oops. Wait a minute. Probably better if I were to do something like this. There we go. That's better. Okay. Let's look at the door. While closed, it seems barely able to stand up. It looks as if it were knocked in and then placed back at some point in the recent past. Can we open it? It seems to be locked. Damn it. Unlock door with iron key. Oh. Okay, so the iron key unlocked the attic door. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, very nice. All right, so we did find what the keyhole the iron key unlocked. Which did we find that in someone's room? I'm trying to remember where we. Oh no, it was in someone's file. It was in Cleve Anderson's file, so that means it was on his possession when he got taken in, and he was staying in on this loft. Okay, there we go. There we go. Armored core 6000. Nice, Jim. Nice. And congrats for saving the world, core. Armored core. Core, did any of the army, what are they called? Army men games? I know they were a ton on the N64. The Green Army dudes. Did any of those come out in the PlayStation or PS2? Alright, we made it to the attic flat. We may not be able to make it to the storeroom, but We do want that other module. Tiny flat with barely enough room for a small sink and tub to one side, a living area in the center, and a bed to one side. Triage trundles patiently along the side. 50 army men. Wow. Steam tubes snake through the living area to the tub and basin, and from there into the wall. The ceramic is cracked and worn to a dull gray color. Okay, doesn't know the sink. Tub. Steam tubes. Oh, this is the same thing. Basin. No. Okay. You had a bed, right? An old sour-smelling thing with twisted sheets. Beneath it, the planks seem misplaced. Look under bed. Beneath the bed, okay, misplaced plank can be seen revealing a space beneath. Ooh. Look in space. Beneath the planks is a puzzle box about the size of a book. Take the box. Now, take puzzle box. The box slides easily out of the hole. Core, have you ever played an Army Men game before? And do you intend to play any of the Army Men game on stream? Puzzle box is approximately the size of a large bound book. It is a puzzle box of some kind, for while it seems to have a seam along its side, there is no way to open or unlock it. Its top is inscribed with a beautiful engraving of a tree. Oh, so we're gonna need that pin, I think, to open it. Okay, that pin that she had. So we did get access to the flat, we just maybe need access to the storeroom. Okay. Get tree pin from Dumont to open puzzle box. Okay. Haven't played one. Oh, but you do intend to play one. All right, neat. I'm sure they were pretty terrible, right? It's okay, you can come in here. So the puzzle box is closed, and yeah, we're not gonna be able to open it. The box is apparently locked. There's no obvious way to undo this, except for the tree engraving. Oh, early on they were good? Oh. The tree is huge, covering the whole of the box. Its root trailed downwards into a dull red glow, while its upper branches are bathed in a white light. A series of raised buttons overlays the tree, each with a word inscribed on it. Generally from top to bottom they read, Kather... Oh, maybe this doesn't require the pin. Kather Bina Chakma Gavura Chesed Had. Oh, this is the Kabbalistic reference. Tipereth Natzach Yesod Malkuth. Alright, what was the thing that we translated earlier? Malkuth is in Kether as Kether is in Malkuth. So these are raised buttons. So we do have a Malkuth button and a Kether. So Malkuth isn't... Should we just try pushing... Oh, maybe we should save actually. Push Malkuth button. The button depresses with a slight click, nothing more happens. Push Kether. Push Malkuth. Push Kether. Ah, okay. Malkuth is in Kether. Hey, you do your Rufus? There's no way to open or unlock it. All right, yeah. Sorry, I want to look at the tree. Maybe we should have... How many are there? 10? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, point at tree. Non-living tool, storage, complex mechanism, detected engraving plus writing equals Kabbalah, tree of life, Yggdrasil, buttons equals Sephiroth. Sephiroth plus Kabbalah plus machine equals Cipherist. Possible connection. Cipher equals Malkuth is in Kether. Solution. Malkuth, Kether, Kether, Malkuth. Oh. I think I did Malkuth, Kether. Wait, isn't that the one I did? Maybe I didn't do it in that order. Maybe I did Malkuth, Kether when it's Malkuth, Kether, Malkuth. Yes. The button to press with a slight click. Nothing more happens for a moment. Then the seam of the box opens slightly. The box appears to be unlocked and openable now. Nice. Alrighty then. They actually kind of probably didn't need to give you that answer. I should have gotten it from the prior clue. Alright, so we still probably do want that tree pin, though, from Dumont, for whatever reason. Alright, open box. The puzzle box opens, revealing a letter, a diary, and a primitive copy of a key. Folded but unsealed, it was apparently never sent. It reads, Brothers. Yes, I call you brothers. But due to my age and alleged lack of knowledge, you have denied me entrance into your order. But as Seneca said, Dulum saculum magnis ingenis clausum est. I am proud to offer you indisputable proof that my generation is no exception. As you must well know by now, I discovered the existence and nature of your enclave during my time at university. Excited by tenets so similar to my own, the celebration of intellect, the recognition of information as an entity rather than an idea, the embrasure and development of new technologies to unlock the mysteries of the universe itself, I left my feeble schooling, gathered my few worldly possessions, and came to study at your collected feet. But trapped in your antiquated and outmoded ways, clinging more to superstition and myth than logic and reason, you refused me. Oh, you commended my ability to solve puzzles and patted me on the head like a dog that returned a thrown ball. Rufus, you allowed me to work for one of your lesser number, mindlessly churning out one insignificant apparatus after another. A mere journeyman in your archaic system. Undeterred, I remained nearby, studying what I could, observing in secret and working towards one goal, proving my worth and value to you. Tonight, I have the rare and singular privilege to tell you that not only have proved beyond doubt or measure my value, I have exceeded you. I have succeeded where you failed, and I have gone further than you ever dared dream. I have leapt the Sephiroth in one bound, from Malkuth to Kether, Kai, Theos, and Hologos. I have heard that word, brothers, echoing across eternity. I have touched the mind of God, of information pure and unsullied by the mere mind of man. My contact was brief, but glorious. The brevity of it was, I'm sure, due to the crude and simple nature of your mechanisms. The resulting damage was, of course, regrettable, but once I relate to you the breadth and wonder of my experience, I think you will agree. Exitus acta probat. I eagerly await your response, brothers, of when we shall meet to discuss my entry to the Order, and our ascendance upon the wings of this discovery towards a transcendent future. Veritas lux mea, my brothers. Cleve G. Anderson, scientist, cipherist. So he never actually sent that, maybe because he got arrested or what have you? Perhaps. Alright, so did we take the letter? Yeah, taken. Alright, there was also a diary. Once leather-bound and elegant stitch, the journal looks as though it may have or has seen better days. Some pages have been scribbled over to the point of illegibility, while others have manic messages scrawled over the neat, deliberate hand originally recorded there. Many pages have been removed entirely. Yes, thank you for that, classy fellow. Indeed. Yeah, at that link you can vote on the top 30, or not top 30. Vote, rank your rank among the 30 eligible games. Rank your choices 1 to 30. All of them do count, the rankings. All right, here we go. This is, oh gosh, this is going to be a lot, huh? The diary is undated, though distinct entries can be made out. I've made a copy, Dumond's basement key. Oh, it is primitive, but it will serve. Okay, so we probably got the key to the side door, probably now. I've continued to listen in on their little meetings, but having actual access to the equipment below will make the vast difference between theory and practice. She has mentioned the shop will be closed shortly for her little excursion to the countryside. That will be the time to move. They have their fingers in every pie imaginable, it would seem. I heard them speak last night of some that had come close to discovering their secrets, and what must be done about them. So many secrets, so little actual learning. How full of themselves they are, their workspace so neatly arrayed in rows. I see now much of their talk was simply that. They have made a most holy calling into a social club, a place of dilettantes and bored businessmen with a philosophical and mechanical bent. They have performed their ceremonies for so long that they no longer understand their true meanings. They have forgotten how to reach their sworn goals. I shall change that. My calculations are almost complete. Pages upon pages of equations and diagrams fill every corner of my room. I have taken to connecting the engines in the shop together after hours, running my own scenarios and simulations. It will work. It must. I have seen the face of God. How powerful then their little engines, to be able to rend the veil of the temple to reveal the Holy of Holies beyond. It was with an unnatural calm that I set the gears and knobs, aligning the energy just as my calculations demanded. It was as though my whole being knew all my toil and effort had not been in vain. I have not the words to express the joy that surged through me as I flicked the final switch. The whole appeared slowly. So slow that at first I did not understand it to be a hole. The air above the pedestal warped subtly, the air bending the light as if it were a lens. Then the warp became a bend, a break. I cannot explain it, but it was in that moment that I knew I was looking into a place fundamentally different than the universe I knew. Under my breath, I whispered the Order's motto, for that is what had come to be. My words hung in the air a moment, drifting across the opening, to be echoed against the far wall of creation. Language fails me. The words! They echoed, yes, they returned, but they were not unchanged. Time stretched and pulled like the space above the pedestal, and I knew in that moment my words had touched the word, the Logos. Hey, freeware. Oh, is it good? I heard good things.
That is all I can call it. What else can one call language given sentience? An idea that breathes, a thought that thinks itself. The whole of the space, universe, beyond the rift was both its home and itself part and whole. And then, in a joyous, horrible moment, God, the universe, the Logos, awoke. Linear time fell apart. A second, an hour, a year, an eternity. I cannot say how long it took, for the past and present and future were as one within it. The Logos had always been and would always be,
and my reaching out to it in this one moment was as a grain of sand on an infinite beach. And yet it responded. In that moment, it heard me. The response was immediate and incomprehensible. I was spoken. I did not listen. I did not hear. I, myself, was spoken. I remember it now as vibrations, echoing across the air, across time, and across myself. I carried them as waves, as if I were made from water or ether. They penetrated me, passed through me. In that eternal moment, I and Logos touched and were one. And then the sparks, the smoke, the machines, long overloaded, broke down one by one in a shrieking of spinning gears and twisting metal. Axles broke, machinery shifted, and then, instantly collapsing upon itself, the door I had opened slammed shut. Occurs to me we should add Logos as a conversation topic. The force of it lifted me upward. Oh, shoot. Something, nothing more. I woke to find my hands and arms mysteriously burnt. Actually, let me scroll back here. Force of it lifted me upward, flinging me across the room to the cellar's far wall, and for a long time I knew nothing more. I woke to find my hands and arms mysteriously burnt, the back of my head throbbing. I reached to touch it, and my hand came back damp with blood. The engines were nothing more than so much melting slag. Of the whole, there was no sign. So I'm wondering if they did something with these machines in the... Remember there's that cell that did have a hole in it? In the floor? I'm wondering if that's related. Before I dragged myself up the stairs, I once more whispered the words that had brought Malkuth and Kether into the same space, and thought I heard the faintest ghost of an echo, a wash of a ripple across the air. But the rest was silence and smoke and burning metal. I've healed well enough in body, but my mind is a broken thing. It races, thinking on what has happened, running through each tiny detail over and over in the hopes of understanding some small part of what has happened. I've written the Order a letter. I shall leave it for Duman to find. I am sure she shall have words for me when she sees the state of her cellar. But once I explain, show what I have done, they will come to understand that in one moment the world has forever changed, and all of our places in it as well. Yeah, we haven't had yet, Servo. Sorry to disappoint. Hey, Dark. Darpy, thanks very much for the host. How's it going, Darpy? Glad to see you enjoyed King's Quest 4 as well. I have not left the flat since I awoke. I stumble about, pace endlessly. My mind feels more fragmented with every moment. Often I wake not having remembered sleeping or passing out. Perhaps I am sleepwalking? My body too works against me. I feel sudden chills, numbness in my legs, my hands. What is wrong with me? Ooh, Space Quest, nice. Thank you, appreciate it. Hey, Takanja. Welcome, all you Darpy Raiders. Okay. So yeah, it seems like he's starting to lose his grip on reality, which is what happens later. He ends up at the place. I awoke screaming, uncertain of why. I do not remember my dreams. How long was I raving? The flat is in a shambles, things tossed every which way. What has hit? What is this? What is the language? Words. but words I have never heard and cannot understand. My throat is stripped dry. Is this the Logos still with me? Does it speak the language of the angels through my lips? But if this is as angels speak, why am I so afraid? How many more? Oh, okay, 2 more. Everything has fallen apart. My mind, my body, time, the world. I am beginning to understand. I have destroyed my notes. Man was never meant to. This experiment must never be repeated if humanity is to survive. They have burned all my research, although it pained me to do so. The noise in my head grows louder. The words, they never stop coming. Quam terribilis est haec ora. How fearful is this hour indeed. I understand all. I, if I can still lay claim to I, have moved through time, backwards and forwards. I have tried every way imaginable to make it not so. Once I tried to make it finally so. I said the words. How ironic that the Order's hubris should be so. Our motto is now like the rays of the sun, melting the wings of poor Icarus as he plunges into the sea. Curse those words forever. May no man speak them again. I think those words are the quam terribilis, perhaps. We may need to speak them, we'll see. May no man ever speak again. I know what I must do. They have come for me, as they have come before, as they will come again. I will let them take me to Bedlam. I will let them lock me away from the world, so that what is within me shall never escape. Poor Xavier, my sweet, kind keeper. That's us. How sad your eyes look. But you will never understand, will you? You will scribble your notes and think on your theories, but it will all come to the same end. You shall keep me in a tiny cell for the rest of my days, and I shall hope that shall be penance enough. They are battering at the door now. I shall hide this and wait for them. May whatever God there is have mercy upon my soul. Damn, son. All right, I think there was like a, what did they say there was else in the primitive copy of a key. Primitive key. Heavy and unwieldy, its rough surface gives evidence that this key is in fact a copy. Okay, can we also take the puzzle box? One cannot take what one already has. Fair enough. Okay, let's just point at the stuff, just see if we get any additional insight. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Was there anything else we needed to look at? We already got the stuff under the bed. Sleep in bed. Can we take the plank? Best to leave it alone. Okay. Cool. Alright, now we can probably... I don't think there are any other exits other than leaving, right? Yeah. Alright, so we can go, and here we can only go down. Alright, the side corridor, can we unlock the door now with the primitive key? It doesn't seem to fit the lock. Shit, really? So he said this was the basement. So I guess it has to be through Dumon's door here, and then through this east side we would find our way to the basement. Okay. We still need to get into that door west. Interesting. Can we unlock this door with the primitive key? Doesn't fit the lock. Okay. And it's also locked here. Damn, so we have two things. Should we show the diary to Dumont to get her reaction? Dumont briefly glances over at her, smile tightening slightly.
Fascinating little miss these boys are capable of,
She concedes. Quick as a flash, her hand snakes behind the counter, returning to slam a tiny brass object onto the countertop.
a gift,
She says.
for the inquisitive.
In a heartbeat, the thing is airborne, a tiny whirlwind of metallic wings and grasping arms. The pain is excruciating. Oh shit. If there are words for this, reference, point, metaphor, they have not been written. Timeline, date, 1919, W.B. Yeats, second coming. It starts simply enough. Nothing occurs for the first week. It takes that long to incubate. The darkness drops again, but now I know. Oh, is shit happening, going down? At the end of that time, James is quite sure. Did we show, like, maybe she's part of this whole, like, weird collective order or whatever, and then we just totally, like, let her in on what we knew and everything? We got fucked. All right. At the end of that time, James is quite sure he has followed in the footsteps of both Brand and Xavier, but bravely holds on. His bravery serves him poorly, as within 10 days' time he has managed to infect all of the orderlies. Oh, fuck. Another week and they have infected their families, their friends, and every patient in Bedlam. At 20 centuries of stony sleep. Reggie doesn't notice a thing. It's business as usual, and business is good. He's the handsome cab driver, right? A week after the incubation, he has infected seemingly half of London. His clients, his barmaids, his family. We're vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle. Alexandra goes on with business as usual. By the time her incubation is complete, the Cypherists are once again meeting. Ironically, she infects the only group of people who couldn't possibly have understood what was going on. It all goes fairly quickly after that. And what rough beast. It spreads, subtle and strange, sudden lost memories, new forms of action, and universally a reaching, grasping curiosity. Its hour come round at last. The lost begin to gather together, first in twos, then in growing crowds, to speak nonsense at one another. Slouches towards the language of the angels, of Babel, fills the streets of London and then every city in the world. Bethlehem. The death shroud of humanity becomes the birth call of something new. Bethlehem, inhaling its first breath. Bedlam, preparing to cry out, to be born, its name. Finished, end, complete, conclude, period, moment, point, space, time. Its name. Reached, found, end, finished, complete, possible, probably, only one, in of many. Now further. Yet. Ahead, release, appendix B, available, accessible, open. Restart, period, first revisit, restore, back call, release, undo, back, reverse, unmake, appendix, further jump yet, quit, leave, and done. I guess we got the bad ending. Everyone got infected. Is this one of the 5 endings? Do we have, I don't know if Nico's around to let us know. It seems like it's a bad ending, though. We kind of, like, died. It seems like a bad ending, though. I don't know. It definitely strikes me as a bad ending, because we, like, it seems like it was basically a version of a death, almost, actually. Because the whole world got fucked with this infection and incubation or whatever.
You are so dead.
I think so. Because we showed her the diary, right? Yeah, ended humanity. Yeah, I guess we'll count it as a death. It's either a death or like one of the 5 endings, I guess. I don't know if I'm going for all endings. It just seems like it's... I think it's objectively a bad ending, isn't it? Although, I guess that's have to be relative terms because we don't know what the other endings are like. Maybe they all end this way, but there's just a different way to get it. I don't know. Usually I count like a bad ending as a death. But there's no one here in chat that is familiar with the game? I don't know. Yeah, I know technically we may not have died, but I think it's a death because it's an undesirable ending. Things has been said in spoiler chat. Oh, are people actively discussing this? I guess we'll pause it just while we get clarification. If there is clarification to be had. Right, Rufus? Oh, I can't even see. Sorry, Rufus, you can eat grapes. They're not good for dogs. Millions and millions of deaths. Oh, they're not actively, okay. No one's actively doing it. Yeah. So absent any information, I'm just gonna... We'll restore, and then this seems to confirm that Dumont is part of this, like, bad order or whatever. So we should treat her as a hostile person, I guess. So don't show her the diary. What if we showed her the letter? Could it also result in a death? Now, let me resume the timer. Yeah, because we have... Yeah, Tak and Nika are both in the chat, but I don't know. They might not be active. Oh, no. Okay, so this thing, showing her the letter also gets you killed. Or not killed, but it seems like it's the same thing, this tiny breast object that results in the same sort of thing. Okay. So showing the letter and showing the diary both have the same results. What is Appendix B? Oh, not appendix, appendix. Diurnal period cycle? What? Regret? Okay, undo? I don't know. Alright, so let's not show things to Dumont. I still want to ask her about the pin, though.
A trifle, I assure you. This is a mechanic shop, sir, not a jeweler's. It is mine, sir. I do not think anything more needs to be said.
Woman, give me pin.
I bid you good day, sir. I know some women allow themselves to be spoken to in such a manner, sir. I assure you I am not one of them.
Dumont gifts you with the barest of glances before continuing her work. Okay, so we're not going to be able to... Alright, if we wanted the pin, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get it. Can we ask her about the basement?
It is where I keep my store, sir.
She smiles proudly.
I own the whole building.
Okay, so it's probably the basement door. Like this thing here is probably the basement door.
Staff only. It's none of your business, sir. Leave well enough alone. You've no business in my cellar, sir.
Oh, yes, I do have business there. Alright, we gotta find a way to get her out of the picture. Let's see here. Got a bunch of keys and cylinders and such. Can we have her, like, run an errand for us or something? I guess we probably have to go back to our magnetophone, to be honest. Let me ask her about Logos, if I dare. Yeah, she doesn't know about that. Alright. Yeah, so I guess we'll come back here. Enter the cab. Driver, go to my flat. What was my flat's address? Go to flat 2D. Thank you. Alright, flats to let. Yeah, we never went to Newgate Jail. We will do that. However, I do want to go to our flat and then magnetophone, right? Because we have the amplifier, right? Yeah. Insert. Put amplifier into magnetophone. That can't contain things? Wasn't there a socket? The etheric amplifier nestles perfectly into the open slot. Alright, great. Now I've forgotten what do we want to do with this magnetophone? I think we had some documentation. Was it the paperback book? I think it was. Right. Okay. Oh, yeah, so we have to... There's a transmit button to speak. Press the transmit button. Use the universally accepted calling phrase... Calling CQ. Alright, so we do have the amplifier slot. So can we turn magnetophone on? It's not something that can be switched on, really? Can we just press transmit? The button stays pressed as long as it is pushed, then release it and nothing more happens. Oh, so maybe it's not plugged in. That metallic box. We have the small module. Maybe we should close... Oh, the toggle switch. Right. Okay. We should close the panel. Expansion slot panel closes. And then... Hey, Morgan. And then push toggle switch. Oh, it switches off. Shit. Let's switch it on. Switch is on. Okay. Press transmit. We're not hearing. Listen to speaker. Nothing unexpected can be heard. So we probably still have to do something to fix this. Yeah, nothing happens. So it took it to a viable power source. Okay. So we have to see whether our power source is active, I guess. Let's do another save here. What was it, a tube or something? Block with a diameter of perhaps 2 inches, it snakes along the floor to vanish a few feet into a hole in the wainscoting. Look and hole. No such thing can be seen. What? Take the tube. The end nestled in the valve shifts slightly and a wisp of steam escapes with a hiss. Perhaps that isn't the best of ideas. So how can I verify that it's plugged in then? It is in a hole, so... Alright, I guess we'll figure this out in a second. Let's, we will pause for the spot buys from Morgan. 3 for Torrens Passage. 8. Snake Lead over Iceman. And then Metropolis. 3 guns for Metropolis. Yeah, that's in the viewer slot. Gives it 12. Thank you. We'll do VDR. Sounds like a plan. Or maybe I will do that. By the way, for anyone just joining us, we know special voting is open. You want to rank 30 games, 1 to 30, preferential voting. I can sort by name here too, which is nice. All right, yeah, we already have 23 responses. Nice. Really neat heat map. Yeah, it's really cool the way this works. I'm not going to show you the results, but let's just say the game right now that's in third place has 0 first place votes, but just the way that this works, it moves up. So that's really neat because it has so many like second, third, and fourth place votes, whereas the other games, I guess, are more polarized. Really interesting. Huh. Although again, I'm gonna have to edit this stuff because it's not a surprise, but the games that are alphabetically the last are like doing the worst. Anyway. So again, I'm gonna have to edit some of that for people that just like only ranked the first 5 or 6. We have to discount the rest of them. In any event. Hakai, I have 3 for Dragon Sphere, and it's probably going to be open until we hit 1,500 followers, and maybe even a little bit later than that. It depends on the timing. Probably at least one. I'd say bare minimum 1 week, but more likely, I don't know, 2. Dragon Sphere will slay a poisonous passage. It also moves ahead of Homie the Clown. Actually, what I should have done is just done this, and then it also moves ahead of another like that. Okay, there we go. The Dragon Sphere up to V4. Okay, then we had from Duriel, 3 for Johnny Quest. Out of Ace Ventura, Melvin Freebush, and Fuck Quest 2 to V75. Blood, 1 for Dare to Dream, Part 1. Moves out of Adventureland to VR38, excuse me. And Goaty, 3 for Pippi Longstocking, otherwise known as just Pippi. Hey, Goaty. Moves out of Connections, the Journeyman Project, and Sex Vixens from Space. R46. Darpy, 3 for V3. Whatever's in V3. Space Quest 1. BJ. Moves out of 3 Poisonous Passages. Maintains the spot at R3. It's a maximum of 3 slot buys, Goaty, per stream, per person. But you could buy some guns if you wanted to support the odds of any of these 6 games in the next showdown. Yeah, that's right. Sharpie picked Sex Vixens from Space. Oh, so yeah. So like, for instance, Darby, you already bought 3 for Space Quest. So you can't buy another 2. I'm gonna it's a limit of 3 per stream. So I'll refund you the 100 Cedrics. Core, 2 for Chronicles of the Sword. Moves out of Twinson's Odyssey and Star Trek 25th Anniversary to V6. And Duriel, 3 guns for Phantasmagoria, Puzzle of Flesh. Never winning, yeah. It's lost 15 times now. 15 times in a row. Okay. Let me just quickly close the door, and then we will resume. Gabagool. I think we, that's like Capicola, right? Coconut, 81. Thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the DOS Adventure Quest. Oh, wow. Coconut, a follow followed immediately by a sub. Thank you so much. Coconut, 81. Welcome. An unexpected treat. Thank you so much for the support. Welcome. How about that? Yeah, Rufus with the head gesture is great. Ambrosine, 3 for Microsoft Adventure. By the way, Coconut, just now with you got 100 Cedrics for subscribing. You can actually select a game from our master list. Any of these DOS Adventure games, any game on that graphic game list or IF game list that's in white, if you click through to that link in the chat, anyone that you can pick that's in white can be added. And Nox! Oh, it's from Rex! Thank you so much, Rex! The gift sub to Nox! Thank you so much, Rex. 4 gift subs from Rex. Very generous, thank you. And Izzy's, thank you for the host. And yeah, I appreciate that, Coconut. Yeah, we're playing. This is our, well, we pause it right now, but Slouching towards Bedlam, our 143rd. It's actually our first 21st century game, believe it or not. But it does play on DOS. All right, Ambrosine 3 for Microsoft Adventure moves ahead of Pajama Sam, Police Quest VGA, and Inca to R8. The game where the genre got its name, Adventure. Yes, Nintendo. Oh, Apple IIe and Atari ST. Oh, you just got an NES 4 years ago. Neat. Oh, Amberstein, did you have an Atari ST as well? That's cool. All of that said, we do have the Windows Special coming up, so anyone who hasn't yet voted, or it's really like a ranking. If you rank your choices 1 to 30 of those 30 games. All right, so let's turn off buys. All right, so let's resume here. We kind of ended the world. We got the whole world infected, so let's try not to do that. We do need to find some way to get by that, what's her name, Dumond, to her basement cellar. We have to get her out of there. I wonder if that cricket noise is like that same sort of flying object. Just occurred to me. In any event, we're trying to get this magnetophone to work. We do have the amplifier, but the problem is we don't have the power. Be sure that your magnetophone is hooked up to a viable power source. I don't know if it is because the power source is active. We don't know because we can't see what it's plugged into in the wall. So maybe there's another way to tell outside. Oh, you did have an Atari computer. Neat. Never seen. Was that your main computer at the time you had it? Let's see here. Despite being small and cluttered with bits and pieces of electronics, this one-room flat gives the impression of being quite clean and hygienic. No dust or dirt lurk in its bright corners. The east wall holds a mirror and is neatly lined with evenly spaced picture frames. Large table, clearly a workshop space, takes up the west wall beneath an arched window. Shadow stretches lazily from the window across the floor. Flat selected is to the south. Okay. The window sits high along the flat's eastern wall, flooded with sunshine and shadow. The elongated shadow of Newgate's noose crawls slowly across the wood floor. Damn. All right, maybe we need to point at the tube so that what's-his-name can make a diagnosis. No. Point at magnetophone. Damn it, he doesn't know that either. Crap. All right, so much for triage being of assistance here. So, oh really, with Archie and Jughead? That's awesome. Okay, so we already dealt with the panel. That now has the amplifier. The toggle switches like the on and off. We have the transmit button, signet speaker, small valve connected to a rubber tube which trails on the floor. What's the deal with the valve? The valve can be turned to open or close the pipe and thus the tubing. Current seems to be closed. Oh, open the valve. A quiet hiss emanates from the valve as it turns, and the tubing gives a small shudder. The rubber piping connected to the back of the machine convulses for a moment, a wisp of steam escaping from it. From within comes a low whirring, which slowly increases in pitch and volume. From out of the magnetophone's horn comes a soft echo of static. As solid voices become discernible from out of the constant static, a sudden chill descends. Heart, hear, touch, other, grow? A stretching outwards, a growth. Real, blind, empty, null, where? A stumbling, confusion. No. False, unreal, distant, phantom, no. The cold recedes. Damn. Alright, so we were able to get the magnetophone on. Now we have to do the transmit thing. Press transmit. As the button is depressed, the static abruptly stops. What words are transmitted? I think it was calling CQ or something, was it? The transmit button releases with an audible pop. Several voices emerge from the magnetophone speaker at once. Receiving LAN 4GC. Airing you. Identify Xerxes, yellow, zebra, yellow. Oh, X, Y, Z, Y. Nice. Alright, I got that reference. Well enough to... Lear, CQ, go ahead. Hello? Damn. A mutter. Blast you, you infernal. An angry shout. Hello? My wife gave me this magnetophone as a gift to help me relax. I think she may be trying to kill me. Oh, man. So, yeah, I don't understand the system, because if you call CQ... Does someone have, like, the call sign of CQ so that you can talk to each other? And, like, how do you get on a different frequency? And, like, so many questions. 300 baud, wow. LAN 4GC. Interesting. Can we transmit anything other than... Oh, you know what would be really neat to try? What if we transmitted that Quam terribilis? There could be another death. Let's see. Or press transmit. Oh, is anyone out there? Okay. So we were just kind of canvassing Miria? Thank you. So there's a LAN 4GC, and then there's XYZZY. And then there's some guy with his wife. Okay, let's do Quam terribilis est. We weren't supposed to say it. No one was supposed to say this. The transmit button releases with an audible pop. Since they moved from Tyburn to Newgate, I missed the pomp to be sure, but it's too far to travel. Alright, so nothing worked there. I guess, maybe we just wait and see what they transmit to us, back to us? Tunnel under the channel. Can you imagine? Steam or not, they'll all drown. You won't catch me in there. So there's a tunnel under the channel? Is it the channel? They moved from Tyburn to Newgate. Newgate was the jail? Newgate jail, yeah. Okay, so it's the same response. Think the throne will adopt ether technology. They resolutely hold on to the old ways. LAN 4GC. LAN 4GC. Hello. Okay, now it's looping. Ing CQ. Theater is no longer viable entertainment for a gentleman. Too much rabble. Automaton shows. Now that's real entertainment. In London is 18 degrees centigrade, winds rising to the north. They spy on us. They could be listening to us now. Our privacy is at stake, I tell you. A voice rises out of the static, then fades away before it makes itself clear. Good to hear your voice again, Cyril. How are your travels? Bag an elephant? Tunnel under the channel, yeah. Campus is lovely. If it were not for the insufferable professors and classes, this would almost be paradise. We'll meet you in our usual place. We must be careful. I fear my father suspects. Could be some lovers eloping or something. You test my patience. Another word, and I shall be forced to travel to you and defend my honor. Aha! Flash of her ankle. Oh, someone's getting hot and bothered. Yeah, Zia's weight, yep. Scotland Yard refuses to comment on the accusations that the crown itself is somehow involved. Walk before I got into one of those public hansom cabs. Those men who drive them, they're lunatics. Turn the thing over as soon as it turn a corner. I've seen men crush, and all the driver cares about is the condition of his cab. Never give that business my custom again. Imagine the audacity. Alright, so we've got this thing working. We still don't really know how to use it productively yet, but it's a good start. So let's try to see what was in jail. Oh, the new gate. Before the gallows. I mean, this is like the box art, so you know it's meaningful here. I hope we don't end up the game being hung. Set directly before the towering stone walls of Newgate Jail, the scaffolding staircase rises northward, leading up to a tall, wide stage. Above, the noose sways gently in the breeze. The slow dip of the hill takes the road eastward and down to where the hansom cab waits. Rhea suddenly rolls to a stop. The scaffolding, while solid, is clearly modular to enable it to be removed easily after the execution. The noose hangs across a shaft of midday sun, its shadow swelling eastward. Okay. So the noose is the same as gallows. Okay, Triage doesn't know that. Can we go north? Short flight of stairs, but the walk up to the gallows is still a long one. At the platform. A wide, flat plane of solid wood, above which, at eye level, hangs the noose. Just below there is the thin outline of trapdoor, perhaps 10 feet by 8. Directly beside the stairs, off to the left, an automaton waits, unmoving. Interesting. The automaton stands directly beside the stairs, a grotesque parody of a man. Its heavy torso, only partially enclosed in black robes, grows right from the stage floor. The cogs and gears that serve as its organs exposed. Its massive arms grip an iron switch. Its head, drooping downwards in a mockery of sleep or death, wears a permanent executioner's mask. A red button sits on the platform directly beside it. We have a switch and a button. Wow, and Triage doesn't even know what that is. Small red button is under the stage floor. Oh, iron switch? Yeah, what the hell? Huh, okay. Should we, let's save. Push the red button. Does it just release the trapdoor for the hanging? The button begins to glow. Beside it, the automaton pulls itself upright with a whir. Oh, just activates the automaton. And a groan as the floor rumbles with the distinct sound of a steam engine springing to life beneath the stage. I wonder if we could kill ourselves. Put noose on neck. No such thing can be seen. Okay. Nothing happens, time passes. Can we pull the switch? It's fixed in place. Oh, wow. Coconut. Thank you for the gift sub to Bombburst. Thank you so much, Coconut. Much appreciated. Thank you for the support. Welcome to the Rufus Ravians Bombburst. Gronk. Much appreciated. Thank you, Coconut. The button stops glowing as both the automaton and the unseen steam engine shut off. Oh, okay. So we want the automaton on. But automaton is just automatic, right? It doesn't. In other words, an automaton is not a robot, so it's just performing the functions it's already set to perform. I don't think it's It's not like artificial intelligence. Like, we couldn't talk to the automaton. Or maybe we can? Yeah, it can only be done something animate. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, so we can't do anything. We can't talk to it. So, I mean, can we look at the machinery or something? Or the steam engine? No, it can't be seen. There is the trap door. The noose is made of new stout rope. A closer inspection reveals a series of fine wires woven into the knot. These run up the length of the rope, over the beams, down along the back of the stage, and vanish beneath the automaton. It's hardly portable. Okay. The trap door is currently closed. It covers a good deal of the platform directly beneath the noose. The door will not open to any amount of force.
Must keep my insanity going and go with some bits now too. Smile must support awesome people.
Wow, thank you so much, Coconut. The 100 bits. Amazing, thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Okay. So I'm wondering if we can see below the gallows to where the steam engine is. It probably doesn't matter with the steam engine. But
This guy is unfucking believable.
yeah, we can't. Okay, so it's just north and south. Got it. All right. I'm guessing this will come into play later. This whole area, because the thing is like the automaton waits unmoving. Is it waiting for something? Can we put noose on me? One needs to be holding the noose before one can put it on top of something else. Okay. It's hardly portable. Interesting. So I can't hold the noose. Enter the noose. It cannot be entered. Okay, fine. I mean, we don't really want to kill ourselves. I'm just kind of like experimenting.
I gotta have more cowbell.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to do much. All right, so we'll keep this in mind for later. At some point, someone's gonna have to. I mean, it might even be us. We'll see. Okay, we took care of the magnetophone. All right, so were there any other destinations we can travel to? Is the other question. Not really. All right, enter cab. I don't know if we learned of any other locations in the city. We've been to Demand. There's some of our notes here.
Rush, 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 rush! Hurry, 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 hurry!
Yeah, okay. So I don't think we have anywhere else to go other than the flat and the Dumans, so I guess we go back to Bedlam. I mean, you probably can go other places, I just don't know where that would be yet. So how do you choose a game? So there's command. In this case, you'd be doing exclamation by game, all is one word, with a space and then the name of the game that you wanted to make your viewer pick. That said, there are only buy opportunities about once every hour. So I think when you actually came onto the stream was during one of those buying opportunities. So if you actually tried to buy a game now, the command is disabled. It automatically will go on another, looks like 43 minutes. Although I may do it a little bit sooner because we probably have to end the stream in about, I don't know, maybe closer to a half hour. But yeah, you'll be wanting to use that command. Okay, great. Yeah. We used to have, like, people could do it at any time, but then it got to a point where I was like, every 3 or 4 minutes, I was getting interrupted with a buy, and it just kind of hurt the momentum of the actual gameplay. So we just have them during sort of discrete periods, usually once an hour. You know, the start of a stream, once every hour thereafter, generally. Okay. So you're deciding between Omicron and Rendezvous with Rama. Nice. Okay, so we're back at the asylum. Question is, we still... Let's see. What is the new stuff that we have? The primitive copy of a key that opens the basement, so that's not going to help us here. We could show the diary and letter to James just to see if he has any insight into any of this, but he probably doesn't. Beyond that, I don't think we have anything new since we were last here. The iron key helped us at the attic, but we do think the hole in 6C might be something, because Emmanuel Barthélemy was involved, maybe. What stops Bid Wars getting out of control? So I'm wondering if, even if we went back to Order 6, there is the cricket noise, which could be that little thing that was flying around Dumond's shop that caused the whole world to die. Oh yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. Otherwise, people were doing like stuff right up till the end. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what more we could do in that area. I mean, obviously there's something to do because we need to do, especially with that cricket noise in the hole. Probably shouldn't call it fist hole. We can just call it hole. The writing, obviously, we've already done that. It seems like most of the stuff we have to do is at Dumond's, right? And we need to get into that basement. There are 2 different doors to unlock. She has a tree pin. So we definitely have to figure out what to do with her. We kind of ordered the triage expansion, but she said it'd come back in a few weeks. So I'm guessing that means we probably just have to take it from her basement. So that's really the thing we need to focus on, is how to get her out of the picture. All right, let's at least go inside, talk to James, see if he has any reaction. He's unimpressed. Great. Yeah, okay, you can't. He's not gonna help. Does he know about Logos? I don't know, sir. I don't know. And he doesn't know about Dumond. All right, so James is kind of useless right now. I guess since we're here, actually, I kind of want to go back to the office just to see if there's anything. Where is the phonograph? Oh yeah, and there was the desk. Just want to refresh my memory with that. Okay. So I guess we'll go back here. Put rod in keyhole. Three drips of water. Yeah, I'm wondering whether we have to stop that room from flooding too. 6B that has the flooding. That's preventing us from getting in there. That whole room is flooded. Not sure. Okay, walkway, quarter 6. So, let's go back to the hole. Beyond only darkness can be seen. The floor surrounding it seems anything but stable. Okay, we probably want to read the diary again. Was it it was the diary he talked about the hole? Ah, jeez. Yes, I guess was the meetings of the order taking place in Dumond's basement? Okay, here's the hole. So he had a switch, so he like built some shit, so probably have to go back to that basement. The order's motto. Oh, maybe we should whisper the motto here, yeah. We probably don't want to say that, but they're logos. Just refreshing my memory with this. For your foes this hour indeed. Okay, so that's just what quam terribilis est haec ora. But those are not necessarily the words they're talking about, I guess. Say, we'll still say it anyway, but because we're in front of this hole now here. There is no reply. Out of the hole. Logos to hole. Hole. Logos. Oops. Cannot be spoken to. Alright. Excuse me. Alright, machine doesn't know about the hole in the floor. Fine. Okay. Poorly concealed pipe in the corner. Doesn't seem to be much. We can't fiddle with the pipe work. So, how do we get this cricket thing? This chirrup? So, an insect is caught somewhere in the room, and it's in the southern wall. So it's the same as that. The pipe is the same as the wall, is the same as the pipe work. Can we... Can we take cricket? Find cricket? It said the cricket was the same as pipe work. Interesting. So I don't know how to deal with that. Okay, yeah, there's the chirrup. Chirrup. See if anything happens. Piercing tone fills the air for a brief moment. I beg your pardon. There's a faint buzzing whine in the air seeming to come from the southern wall, but you can't go south. Hit the wall. Yeah, but they say not to, so I don't know what to do with that. Interesting. Yeah, so where to use them? Oh, Cather. Alright. Take the rod. We don't have any more record numbers to look up records, so yeah, it looks like whatever we have to do, it seems like it's got to be at Demons to get access to her place. Oh, Smithfield Market. Alright, so we're back at Smithfield Market. I'm hoping we could easily be missing a location that's going to have a ton of stuff. That kind of sucks. Oh. And I still want that data thing, yeah. Input data system optional, whatever. Okay. And we still don't have the keys that we need for command. Merely a mechanist. You don't know about machines, okay? Damn. What if we just ask her about the order? Are we gonna die? No, she doesn't know about it. Malkuth. Can we just like kill her, please? Why not? Let's try it. Oh, it's Alexandra is her name. Interesting. Alexandra leans intently over her device, so focused that she does not feel the hand wind itself into her ponytail until it is almost flat against her head. She looks up and gasps as fingers tangle themselves tightly in her hair. Remember, she killed us, Nox. She killed the world. She's evil. She tries to simultaneously strike out with her tool and pull herself free, but there is not enough time to do either. Before her head is slammed into the countertop again. Oh my god, we actually did kill her? Again and again and again. She stops struggling and falls heavily against the countertop when she is released, her head oozing with blood. She spits defiantly, a trail of blood and spittle dripping from her lips. Monster, she accuses with her last raspy breath. Monster. No! Alright, so we probably should not have done that. But I just wanted to get her out of the way so I could get in the basement. I don't know if we still can or not, but... can we take the pin that's on her body? Yup. Wow. Alright, so we obviously probably should find a better way of doing this. I'm very surprised the game just lets you do that. I wonder if it lets you kill anyone, like the handsome cab driver, like, or just let you do anything. Alright, the pin, why gone missing, part whole, silence, elf. Exactly. Can we just search the woman? Nothing of interest is to be found on the body. Okay, except for the pin, I guess. Can we unlock the door with the pin? Doesn't seem to fit the lock. Unlock door with... What was the other thing we had? The iron... No, not the iron key. The primitive key. Even that doesn't fit, so we still don't even have a lock here, huh? Can you interest? While the drawers are filled with countless small instruments, none of them seem of particular use. There is a counter. Oh, it's behind the counter, I see. The corpse of a woman leans over the counter, slowly dripping blood to the floor. She has Ravipinto nearby, also seen as the heavy key. The cease existence. No, gone. How? Why? The cold as teeth now. It stretches, unfolding like a flower. Alright, there's the key we need. So how... I wonder how you're supposed to get this without killing her then. Like, she'd have to agree to give it to you or something. Interesting. I mean, I don't know whether we should restore or just play this out, see where it goes. Oh my god, this key doesn't fit the lock either? Does it fit the one outside? No, it doesn't. What the fuck? So we're getting all these keys, but they don't do anything. They don't enter the doors we need. A heavy key with 1428B engraved along its length. It must have fell from Dumont's pocket. Oh. Okay, so that's kind of a clue there, which is we obviously took it from her body after we killed her, but it looks like, yes, there is a way to get it. Well, naturally, there's a way to get it from her without killing her, which is that if we have her perform some sort of action, it'll fall from her pocket, apparently. 1428B. That's not the attic flat, though, is it? Is the door labeled? This is 1428 attic loft. Where's B? We don't know. Force, control, survive, protect. Stop, stop, stop. It is almost here. It is almost... Oh shit, shit's going down. Yes, yes, have. Take all now. Take force. Stop now. Yes, yes. Cleave's words somehow echo across the world. Too late. Too late. Is there a move timer? If there are words for this, reference, point, metaphor, they have not yet been written. Okay, yeah, looks like we died again. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Dumond's brutal murder causes an uproar amongst the Smithfield merchants, demanding better policing of the area. Why, just a week before, wasn't there that madman raving about? The bobbies are sent out in force, spreading the infection far faster than it probably would have. Wow. Yeah, so we died. It looks like we died again. So yeah, I guess let's not kill her this time. What is this save order? Okay, Dumond. So this is when she's still alive, right? Yeah. Oh shit. Did we not save for a while? Hang on. We last saved at 9. Okay, no, this is a good save spot. Never mind. Well, I think it was the same ending. It just had a little bit of a different description. Oh, she still has the pin on her lapel, really? Wait a minute, is this the right save? 948, yeah. Okay. Can we take the pin? Can't be seen. Alright, so okay, let's find about ways we can get her to do something. Alright, let's ask her about the attic.
You with the bobbies then? Now? Well, it's not for that currently, if that's your question. Cleve was forcibly removed, I believe the term is. They left the place a wreck, broke the door right off the hinge. I had a devil of a time resetting it. Wood just isn't as compliant as metal.
Oh, I wonder if we can break the other door that's locked.
You want to take a look at it, come back next week. I haven't had a chance to clean it or change the locks yet.
Which is why we got in there.
Really nothing more to say, is there?
Right, okay, we already asked her about the pin a bunch of times. And we can't get into her cellar. Okay. So how do we get... She doesn't tell me about Logos. How do we get her out of here? Let's ask her about herself.
Dumond, Alexandra Dumond, owner, proprietress,
Oh, that was the word I was looking for, proprietor.
and chief mechanist. I'd shake your hand, but...
She holds up a greasy hand apologetically. Oh, it's greasy? Okay.
I am what I do.
Indeed. Let's shake her hand. And recognize verb. Nice. Yes, I could not sell her. I was able to kill her, but that still didn't get us access to the cellar. Too bad. Alright, so if we show her the stuff, we die. What if we showed her the primitive copy of the key? We probably would die there too, I'm guessing. Paperback book. Can we ask her about the magnetophone?
Hope everything goes well with it, sir.
Okay, not much. Very helpful. Show paperback. He's unimpressed. Okay. What about the key? It's probably not a good thing to do at all. Really? Oh, she didn't realize that was the copy of her key. To her cellars, but we have to get through another door first, huh? Doesn't fit, yeah. Can we look behind the counter? No. Look under counter. Nothing of interest is to be found there. Damn. So how the hell do we get her out of here? Like, don't we want to buy something else? Dumond. Go to attic. Good day, sir. Yeah, she doesn't want to be ordered around. Should we tell her about the attic? What we saw up there? I don't know. Probably we'd die.
What exactly is it I can help you with, sir? I always suspected there was something off about him. Wish I could tell you he'll be missed, sir, but he won't. He was trouble since the day I took him in.
Her hands work diligently on the device cradle therein.
Tragic. Well, death happens, just like life.
Okay. Bartholomew.
Yes, well, I'm sure it's terribly important to you, sir, but this is a...
Oh, right. Okay. So what else does she know about? Fascinating. Disinterested noise. Alright, Should we show him the file? I don't want to show her the file. Probably. Well, let's do it. Unimpressed. Damn it. Can we just knock her out cold but not kill her? Knock her unconscious. Punch. Dumond. No, so attack is the same thing as killing her. Okay. Lesson learned. Punch is the same as killer. Murder. Maybe we should go the opposite way. Show some love. Kiss. Dumond. Focus on the game. I am focusing on the game. This is why we're trying to get beyond this. Alright. So if this is a puzzle solution, I don't think we have anything that she's interested in. We could ask her about the hole. Does she know about the hole? What was it? We got the module from her, yeah. So we probably have to have some good interaction with the module, and then something with this situation. She's not interested. I'll chew your hair. Okay, the storeroom is the same as the cellars. Damn. How are we gonna get that pin? Ask woman about the pin. Right, I guess we already did. She said she didn't even really want it, actually. Someone gave it to her. Found it outside. Wait, was it Cleve that gave it to her? I don't remember. Ugh. For this, we kind of already... The items were not really useful anymore. This Prime Minister. Fascinating. I wonder what the analysis would be if we killed her. How clever. Yeah. All right. Maybe we should stop just because I'm definitely getting tired and running a bit out of steam. So maybe we have, oh, you know what we should do? All right, I just did get an idea. Maybe we use the magnetophone to get in touch with her and then have her. That's the way we get her out of this shop, is by saying we need her to be somewhere else. Does she have a magnetophone here? Maybe, yeah. All right, let's just quickly try that. What's the name of our flat? Oh, is it 2D? Triage is kind of, I guess. Yeah, it is 2D. It's kind of like a, it's sort of like a robot or computer that does analysis. Why can't I type this properly? There we go. So it can like examine things and give you more insight into how something works. Yeah, I guess it's like a Victoria Deluxe, yeah. Whoops. Okay, I'm definitely tired. I'm like not even typing things that make sense. So, what was the calling CQ? Can we call it? Can we call Dumont? Calling Dumont? No. Good to hear your voice again, Cyril. Damn it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Definitely enjoying it. I want to see if we can get what's her face on the magnetophone. So these are 4 different people. How do we respond to them? So is LAN 4GC, that's like the call sign of the person who responded? Yeah, isn't that a nice touch? Papers say Dickens is on one of his humanitarian rants again. He should be grateful for the poor and downtrodden. Without them to write about, he'd be poor and downtrodden himself. I don't know how else we can communicate on this thing, other than saying calling CQ. The manual, the paperbacked book doesn't say much else. At the very front of the magnetophone is labeled input-output. Really? Matches the worst I've seen in ages. We amplified it so it works, but I just don't know how to... Maybe, should we say that we're Cyril? Cyril, go home. Gave me absolute chills. I couldn't sleep for days. Mr. Collins must be a disturbed man to have such an imagination. Damn. So we gotta figure out what words to say here. I really just wanted, I thought it was a good idea to call, like, she must be a user of this now. There's a way to communicate with her, but that was a good idea. You know what? We should do the words chirrup. Chirrup. All right, let's just read the paperback book one more time. So we were able to turn it on. They can't hear us speak. And we're able to do calling CQ, but I don't know I don't know how to communicate after we do calling CQ. So I don't know what the etiquette is afterwards. We already did amplify it. So number 2 seems to be the biggest issue. I don't know what the syntax is for communicating with this thing. I mean, obviously we press transmit, but after that I don't know what to do. CQ? ICQ? I mean, should we do the quam terribilis again? I'm sure nothing will happen, but yeah, nothing. Damn. All right. I guess we'll leave it there for tonight. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what to do there. It's possible we just don't know yet, or maybe just listening is enough. We don't have to. No, but clearly, then otherwise they wouldn't have given you the ability to communicate. I guess I don't know. So, by the way, for anyone,
shut up and take my money.
Ah, there it is. Thank you, Coconut. All right, we'll do that in a second. Just a quick word for Biss and Bigger and anyone else who is coming in later. We did open up the voting tonight for the next Windows special. You'll be ranking, instead of just picking one game, you'll actually be ranking your preferences 1 to 30 on that link there in chat. All right, and Coconut using Vera Pick on Rendezvous with Rama.
You never should have insisted.
An IF game. Okay. That's how it was familiar. Is that an Infocom game? The title definitely seems familiar. Oh, and I colored it gray by mistake. Shows you how tired I am. There we go. So that'll be added to our viewer queue at spot V90. So, Coconut, the way this works is now the game is on like the list of possible games. And you'll be able to, as you continue to earn currency on the stream, like all award, anytime we make progress in a game, I give out Cedrics. You earn them naturally over time. You'll be able to, like, you can see this Who's Fat Lou has moved up 3 slots. Like, you'll be able to, for 50 Cedrics now, thereafter, you'll be able to move Rendezvous with Rama or any other game that you have interest in seeing. You'll be able to move it kind of up the list. Oh, thank you, Bombers. Oh, it's not Infocom, it's Tellurium. Okay. We have played, Tellurium was kind of the same as Trillium, right? I think we've played, what, 2? We definitely played Fahrenheit. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm totally out of it. Fahrenheit 451. I was like, I kept wanting to say 431. And I'm like, yeah, that's not quite right. What's the number? About it. I think we played, actually, let's see. Because I think Trillium, yeah, we have played 2 Trillium games. So there was Fahrenheit 451, when they were still known as Trillium. And then also as Tellurium. Where is Tellurium? What was the other game? 9 Princes in Amber. Okay. Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see that. There we go. 9 Princes in Amber. Game 95 we also played. Am I streaming tomorrow evening? I should be. I think so. I can't guarantee it, but good chance. Good chance. They're also doing that. Yeah, whenever my focus, I can definitely feel that my focus concentration waning when I make kind of silly mistakes, and obviously, of course, with an IF game in particular, it's very difficult to stream that while tired or play it while tired. Yeah. Oh, nice. You have a physical copy of the Apple II. Nice. Hey, Father Crazy. Is there a video or page somewhere that how this works listed on it? You know what? I started doing that. I started doing an FAQ with some basic questions. Obviously, I didn't really style it at all, and then I kind of stopped. So most of this information should still be... Oh, looks like it was as of December 2017. I probably need to update this. This definitely has some information on the document. It's the last tab in the document, Father Crazy. But I still need to complete it for sure. So that's probably the best. But even on the main tab, there's still a little bit of helpful information like here and here. But I guess most people would tell you they just have... Just by watching, they've learned how things kind of work. Yeah. Yeah, the name was definitely familiar. Rendezvous with Rama. In any event, thank you, Coconut, for that pick. So, should we see whether it's... we can take just a quick look at the game. Rendezvous with Rama. Oh, right, because it's by Arthur C. Clarke. Okay, so it's the game based on Arthur C. Clarke book. Okay, that's why it sounded so familiar. Probably less from the game and more from the actual book. Okay, this must be it. Okay, yeah, we can take a quick look at this here. Oh yes, I recognize these graphics. So yeah, it is a text adventure that does have graphics, much like Nine Princes in Amber, which Knox picked, and also Fahrenheit 451, which I think was Zenix's viewer pick. So yeah, you get the idea for the game. So cool, thank you, Coconut. Not only for the pick, but also wow, the follow, the sub, the gift sub, the 100 bits. Probably the most memorable new follower I've had. Wow, that just came in and it was like boom, made quite the entrance. So appreciate that. All right, so we'll probably be back tomorrow night. Again, yeah, if you haven't, this is posted in the Discord too, by the way, on the Windows Special channel. But let me know if anyone has any questions about the Windows Special and the voting process for it thereof. Why don't we host up the Cheddar Man playing Battle Block Theater. We're gonna host/raid him up. I'll also give out a bonus Cedric here at the end of the stream. And that will do it for day 2 of Slouching Towards Bedlam. We arguably got one ending, but it clearly was a very bad ending. Probably one we don't want again. So we'll try for a good or at least a neutral ending. Probably tomorrow night. Gotta find some way to get into that storeroom, the basement of Dumond. How do we get her out of the way without killing her? That's going to be the big question. So thanks, everybody, for watching, as always, and have a great night, and we'll catch you next time right here on the Das Adventure Quest. Cheers, everybody.